Well, hello there, everybody. I'm not Tarzan the Great, but Tarzan will be here very shortly. I am going to sit here on comms for a little bit, and we're going to watch the beginning of this amazing matchup together. It's AzaleaAkari versus Doruppi from Japan. So this is a really, really fun match. We've seen Azalea play, I think, all of their matches so far. I think this is their last one that they need to play. And I think this is Doruppi's first match. I might need to verify that. We've had so many matches to play here at the group stage so far, so of course it's easy to forget where we're at with everything. Let's get a little sync going on here. And we're off. He is the genie of the island. That much is beyond dispute. It's always fun to have one runner playing with music on and the other one playing with music off. Since we can get audio both ways. Audio from both runners. Oh, it looks like Doruppi's actually missing the Taj talk to begin with here. Celia also suffering a small bonk. So overall it's tricky, right? This is like easily some of the most technical plane movement in the game. All the angles are super awkward. It's one of the easiest things in the game to mess up, in my opinion. Hence why people reset on it all the time. Right into Fire Mountain for Azalea, and Doruppi is not far behind. Missing the blue balloon there going into Canyonless. It's not too bad. Azalea still has 10 bananas, so 23 lap is not a tragedy. The second and the third lap, though, really need Canyonless to come out on top. Fossil Canyon is easily the roughest track to start out on here. It is nice that it's at the beginning of the run. If you're grinding for PVs, you can actually set yourself up for success early on. Go for a nice time in Fossil Canyon. Be a very hard thing to do. Nice cutscene skip for Azalea. Would be about a lap behind now, so most of that is overworld shenanigans, I think. They should be able to catch up here shortly. Again, as many of the other commentators have been saying, oh, there's a missed cutscene skip to start out. That's a shame. So there'll be quite a gap here then between Azalea and Doruppi. Missing this first cutscene is a nice 20-second time loss to begin, but they will line back up some after Hot Top Volcano, since the cutscene that plays after after Fire Mountain. Hot Top Volcano remains the same. Wow, look at that. We have DKR64 races in the chat. That's crazy. Nice key grab in Ancient Lake. Azalea starting out on Jungle Falls. Very clean jungle falls for Azalea here so far. Oh, oh no. That is commentator's curse if I have ever seen it. Looks like a nice cutscene skip for Doruppi. Love to see it. Yeah, that was obligatory commentator's curse. Hopefully we'll get that out of the way now and not later. That's all okay. So it's also a missed cutscene for Azalea. So we should see the racer's pace line up a little bit more here. We'll get a much better idea of how far ahead Azalea actually is, since they will both have watched this cutscene at this point. Almost clipping the door there for Azalea. That one can be not a pretty time loss. It's always an upsetting thing when that happens. It's such an easy thing to avoid, but it's so easy to forget. Just don't hold the A button. Just wait for a second, and you'll be fine. Hopefully Fire Mountain goes well here. I need to stop talking, I think. Okay, Azalea restarting the challenge. I actually don't blame him at all for that. That is probably a good idea. Honestly, you're going to have an easier time finishing this mini game if you just start from the beginning rather than trying to wing it. It's actually kind of the unfortunate truth, sort of the secret to all of the DKR mini games. You got to start from scratch a lot of the time. All 3 eggs in the nest for Azalea. Well, these mini games are so intensely based on patterns. Ooh, Doruppi getting an egg stolen there. Should be able to turn around and snag this one. Go, go, go. There we go. As long as you do something the same way every single time. Oh, we should really go drop this egg off. There we go. Nice. And it looks like there's nobody around the nest right now. Tip Top's coming to say hello. And Tip Top's in the dirt. See you later, pal. That's a victory for Doruppi. Alright, so here is this cutscene that is now skippable, since we missed a cutscene skip before. I think Azalea is going to be a solid 30 seconds or so ahead of Doruppi here, leaving Dino Domain. Of course, we do have a very important cutscene skip coming up here. Gotta hit that quit to menu. I don't recall the exact timings of each of the quit to menu cutscene skips, but I believe Dino is the second worst in terms of time loss. Alright, good luck, DKR 64 races. Ooh, getting the quit to menu. That was a little spooky there. That was very close to the finish line. It's very easy to psych yourself out in that case. So Azalea, not the best dino. I don't think they were hoping. I think they were hoping for probably a better Fire Mountain, and obviously we had some missed cuts and skips as well. But sounds good. Thanks, Morks. And we have a cutscene skip for Doruppi coming up here now too. Oh no. Unfortunate for Doruppi. That's going to be a rather large time loss. Doruppi, I believe, is one of the newer players to this game from Japan. Their current submitted PB is a 3450. So I think all the Japanese runners have been grinding this category a lot in preparation for the tournament. But for a lot of these players that from Japan, obviously this is not their main game. So it's cool to see how much time they've been putting into it in preparation. Whether it's for the tournament, I think they've been doing a lot of actual joint Japanese DKR community events as well. a relay, I think, is one thing that they did for 100%. So very cool. Azalea is now onto world number 2 in Frosty Village. This is famously one of the hardest cutscene skips in the game. Frame rate is always super low, but it's a really nice one to get when you can get it. Tarzan will be here shortly on commentary. Ooh, that is a hefty bonk for Doruppi. Ouch. There we go. Now we're in there. Yeah, those little things, those can be so frustrating when they happen. And they happen a lot in Overworld. There's a couple different places where plane can just smack face first into the wall and lose all that time. In plane challenge, if it happens, you can actually get a disqualification really easily if you don't know how to react to it. So it can be rough. At this point, Azalea is about a race ahead. There's still a lot of run left, so I think he just wants to get out of this with a nice, clean completion of all the mini-games. I think restarting Fire Mountain, that was probably a good 15-second time loss, maybe more. So I think PB at this point for Azalea would be really, really hard. But we'll have to see what the rest of this run holds. Seeing both players having a lot of fun with this terrain here in Snowflake Mountain. Ooh. The drift really not working in Azalea's favor there. Snowflake Mountain is just famous for uneven slopes. I don't know who designed this world, but every track just has bumpy terrain after bumpy terrain. Oh, wow. I really feel like Azalea got robbed from that one. Here's another one. Dang. Frosty Village claims another. Unfortunate. All right. It looks like our other commentator is ready to speak. Welcome, Tarzan, to the stream.
About time. Hello, everybody.
Happy to have you here.
Good to finally be here.
So
oh
Azalea just had to restart Icicle Pyramid. That is really rough. We saw earlier.
Give me the spark notes.
Absolutely,
what's happening?
So far, a lot of good racing from Azalea. Had to restart in Fire Mountain as well, though. So I think mini games have not been kind to him in this run. Looks like we are going to be able to get out of Icicle Pyramid here really cleanly on the second attempt. Doruppi is about a full race behind. Still one of the newer players from Japan. PB of 34.50. 15th seed. So still have had some really clean races. A few unfortunate mistakes here and there, but overall doing well. So that's the best clip notes I can give so far.
Sounds like it's been pretty interesting. So
yes, indeed.
Looks like Doruppi's also heading into Icicle Pyramid. Let's see how they handle the strat here. Pretty decent really start. Should be fine. Two shots, three shot.
Ooh,
oh, interesting.
Might need to
turn too much there.
Do some improv here.
Yeah, they did not go up top.
Only need one shot. They're just downstairs. Yep.
Are they a middle floor, downstairs?
Yep. Just around the outside. There he is. Take him out.
Get him!
Take him out. He went up.
Oh boy. Oh, he went
Here we
up.
go. Here we go. Here we go.
Shoot.
Yes. Okay.
There we go. Okay.
Pretty
Making
decent
it out of there.
recovery. That could be way worse.
Azalea having a pretty decent Walrus Cove here. But anyway, I mean, I don't know how far we've gotten into with the pools, but as it seems right now, Azalea is has 2 losses right now. They really need this win in order to have any chance at going into the bracket stage. So they're gonna have to pull their weight. Although they're pulling their weight pretty good right now. I mean, for how far they're just finishing up.
This is gonna be a tough cutscene skip. Okay.
Oh, first frame. All right.
Nice. Love to see it. Yeah, I think Azalea is definitely the favored player here. As again, Azalea has a lot of experience.
Ooh, bonking
That's
into
such
the
a
candy
rough
cane.
bonk. Yeah, we've had a lot of plane bonks so far. It's been rough.
Azalea not getting the double balloon there. See how they can oh, another big bonk. Can they handle lap 3 and the cutscene skip?
Really slick gameplay from Doruppi here overall.
You say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Commentator's curse once again.
I've done that like 6 times already, so I should probably step out of the commentary booth at this point. It's probably not helping our runners very much.
And lap 3, let's see how they can handle the exit game cutscene skip.
Yep. Azalea did get the
This
first
one could be very
out of,
important.
Hot Top Volcano. Doruppi did not, so we'll have to see how this goes.
Doruppi coming in on a fairly respectable Walrus Cove here. Missing the cutscene skip though.
Nice.
That one's one of
okay.
the rougher ones. Okay, good
Azalea
good
gets
exit
the
game there.
Quit game there. Love it. And we're
Should be
into
getting into
everyone's
plane
favorite
challenge.
part of the run. Hover challenge.
Oh, yes. I don't know who's everyone, but if everyone is just me, then yeah.
I mean, this is basically the reason people run this category, because it has hover challenge in it.
Shoutouts to the hover challenge enjoyers out there. I know that that's very few people, but
If there's like one zipper anywhere, I think I would really enjoy it. But you know,
yeah, well, you know what does have one zipper that also goes very unappreciated? Hot Top Hover.
that's very true. Hover has a lot
And
of tracks.
and Spaceport Alpha.
Yep, yep.
Although we could argue there is more than one zipper in Hot Top now, although we haven't found it to be faster yet.
One day.
Hashtag blame ponytail. The blame ponytail strat. It's
Ooh.
faster, I promise. Anyway.
Front flip into
okay,
the ice
interesting turn.
from Doruppi, but 114 hover challenge. Pretty
Not
smooth.
bad at all.
Pretty clean.
Let's see how they Doruppi can do the exit game here. Choosing to use the balloon at the end.
Yes!
Oh, yes!
Very nice.
Very nice, yeah. I believe this is probably a decently sized PV pace for Doruppi.
Yeah,
at
I'd
this
have to
point.
check their PV and compare. I think everything's been pretty clean. Cutscene skips have been a sore spot, but honestly, for any like newer player,
Any new runner, it's not an easy thing.
no,
Like,
it must be torture.
as someone who learned any percent first, like the Dino cutscene skips in comparison are far easier than something like a Walrus Cove or a Frosty Village or even a Whale Bay.
Oh yeah.
Like, interesting place to enter the water at. Supposedly, I have not just recently heard about this, is that it's faster to hold A and like tap down as you're going into the water, and you carry a lot more speed.
That was a scary hill jump for a minute there. I thought they were gonna fly off into the water. But yeah, that new tech is really weird, and it is real. I don't know how to.
It is real. I've never, I only seen it in the previous race. That's the only time I've ever seen it
I have
in
done it on
action.
accident before, and I was basically like, "Wow, that was the best key grab ever. How did I do that?" And then I look back at my input display, and I can see I'm holding A, like ponytail instructs. Ooh,
Oh,
that was spooky. Nice job.
if we wanted to add sound effects to that, shout outs to Morks. The cutscene skips.
Can
That's a
someone
that's a
explain
throwback.
the Taj rug mechanics?
It just kind of floats.
Yeah. Ooh, Azalea not restarting there on Will Bay. That is actually a bit of old information that is out of date now.
Oh, so
I've
that
heard
that
of it.
has changed.
Yes, I mean, it's technically it's always been the case, but the original timings for the cutscene restart were done on emulator, so they are
Oh,
not
okay.
representative of the N64 and how long it takes to watch those intro cutscenes. It's I mean, we're
Now,
talking
is it,
about
is
a
it still the case for Snowball Valley, or is that also
also.
interesting?
So
I never knew that.
restart everything, which is way nicer in my opinion. And both on Whalebay and Snowball Valley, I mean, we're talking like a quarter of a second probably. Like it's really small.
Well, I mean, if we're talking other things that save a quarter of a second, look at like Plane Challenge and Hundo, like going into WizPig 1. That's
Yep.
about what we're looking at,
Yep.
Something
Stuff like
very, very
that.
small.
Ooh,
Good,
nice cutscene
nice,
skip.
nice cutscene skip.
Azalea
Azalea
missed
heading out
Whalebay.
to, yeah. No, they're still doing pretty good
Yep.
going into dark water. Still a whole race ahead, and then some. Oh, Azalea goes for the full strat here. Let's see how that happens.
I think just the opener maybe.
Ah, okay.
Which I think
That's still
honestly
like, I don't know.
the
You
the
can you can
opener.
get you can get like the fourth, like the player 4 CPU pretty quickly, even with camping. I don't know if that's necessarily better or not,
Mhm.
but as someone who is only a camper, I don't know.
That opening is the hardest part of the fast strat. The rest of it is not that difficult to learn, but it's more so based on like how lucky you got in some ways. If you have
That's
to get the
fair.
right pattern. But that first part is all skill. If you miss that, it's on you, buddy. Nice bit of air for Doruppi coming down there. That was nice.
Yeah, after the little struggle they had with the key grab and coming out of the little hole in the wall, that was not bad. I don't see how lap 3 can go here. Azalea entering treasure caves where we get the last of the exit game cutscene skips. Oh no, I forgot they do Pirate Lagoon first. All right.
Interesting. I thought they were way farther ahead than they should have been. I was like, wait,
I
they're definitely ahead, but like,
not
two,
that far ahead.
exactly. That's wild.
Yeah, I guess that's like the one or two kind of preferential things in this run. Uh, I I'm sure Azalea is not the only person that does it that way, but
Right. Really solid Pirate Lagoon gameplay here.
yeah.
This is nice. Oh,
Ooh.
again,
Ah,
need to
yep.
turn the mic off, man. Like, holy hell.
Nice cutscene skip.
Very nice. Yeah, very, very good Pirate Lagoon.
Now off to treasure caves.
Here we go. Oh,
Oh,
I hate it
yeah.
when that happens.
Yeah, that was me probably like 2 hours ago when I was doing hundo attempts offline, and that exact thing happened to me. It just happens so often. I try to go for those bananas and I get denied, and the
Just
wall is a
eats 'em.
vacuum.
Yep. Your wheel gets stuck in it and it's just over. Whale Bay cutscene skip. I don't remember the last time I have hit Whale Bay cutscene skip. That is such a terrible cutscene to try to get past.
I don't know, when was the last time you had a run on stream that got that far?
Oh, that's a very good point.
Funny
All right.
jokes. Nice
All
cutscene. Nice exit game.
yeah,
3
all
for
exit
3.
games, 3 for 3, very solid. It's unfortunate that some of the mini
Oh,
games
that's
have been.
interesting. Doruppi goes for Diddy Kong, the player 2 character, before going for the player 4. How I usually do it is I go for all of the player 4, and then I try to aim for mostly player 2, and if player 3 also gets hit, that's fine as well. But
Sure.
I don't know if that was intentional or not. Seems to be interesting.
Darkwater Beach is a weird mini game.
Yeah, casually, I'm
seems
sure
like-
it's fine. In the speedrun, it's not as fun.
Yeah. And here's
Got one more last hit.
There we go.
Got it. Azalea and
Nice.
Plane Challenge. This is looking to be maybe a 1 flat. And maybe they're playing a little extra safe to not bonk. Maybe we're looking at high 1 flat. I'm wrong again. 102.
Still very solid. And we are
Luckily-
off to Dragon Forest.
Luckily, they weren't too low by like the water area, because then you aren't able to get enough height into that balloon, and it's a very sad moment when you realize.
And the balloon starts floating away. Ooh,
Yep.
Look at this.
That is a very solid chain there.
That was
14-6.
nice.
Playing it safe to get the balloon every time. Something that I should do more often, but don't. Oh, almost got it again.
This is some slick gameplay. Doruppi's really got some potential. This is awesome.
I feel like that could go for all 3 of the Japanese runners in this tournament. They all have very solid fundamentals, and especially like Toyomana, who's played for a decently long time, and has like 155 hundo. They're like doing pretty good right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like they know what looks to be the correct thing to do, and
Definitely.
especially for a newer runner, I don't think I would have had a solid treasure caves like that
It would be interesting to see.
back in my day.
I mean, yeah, kind of like the game has evolved a lot.
The game has evolved, and maybe it just took a couple more runners than because I feel like when I joined, maybe more, I wouldn't say an inactive period, because you guys were just coming out of the triathlon and Obio's GDQ 2021.
It's interesting. I'll talk to Giz sometimes about the game in general. And there's still older strats that he does because they're safer. And that makes sense from a speedrunning perspective for, consistency's sake and that sort of thing. But I feel like somewhere along the line, all the top runners just started throwing caution to the wind. It's just like, you just gotta go. You gotta go as fast, like the Everfrost Peak stuff, like going for that ground zipper and all that. Just getting insanely
like,
fast times.
Throwing that extra barrel roll in the first, that might be
spooky.
a problem. That might be a problem. That's way too low.
No. The balloon's on the run.
What were we just talking about?
There we go. Not too bad. That could be way worse.
That's true. And no bonk. Azalea going into Smoky Castle.
Off to Greenwood. I'm pretty positive this has got to be PB pace for Doruppi.
What was it again? 34?
3450 is what they submitted. I don't know if they have improved it since at all, but
and that would be I'm not entirely sure. It seems like they have splits running as well.
Yep, I see
I see it. Changing. I see the numbers going red sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see that. I mean, they might improve on what their submission was, but I don't know what their real PB is. This looks solid, though. The zigzag turn is interesting. Oh, okay. Not getting the blue balloon there.
Looked like a 30-39, I think, for Azalea. I don't think the timer's stopped yet, but...
Whoops. Maybe they didn't have hotkeys on.
Oh, he had splits on. Okay.
Oh, okay. He just was on the last split.
Just have to smash the split button over and over again.
See how Doruppi finishes out, and their take on the Boulder Canyon key.
Oh.
Oh my God.
You gotta get the key.
Oh. No. We're just gonna go take a detour to Windmill Plains.
Yeah, I think this has got to be 33 pace.
I'm not gonna say anything because I know what could happen. I'm not gonna say anything. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that guy.
I'm a believer.
Good bell. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I can't believe the CPU is there. That is unreal.
Yeah, that's a new one for me. Oh no, missing the bell again. Don't override your balloon. There you go. Gotta be dead center.
That bell.
There we go.
And we blast off.
And the level three balloon makes that pretty easy. Now the actual key grab itself. No! Don't fall down! Don't fall down! No! I didn't want to say anything. There we go.
Oh,
don't reset. We did reset.
Well, we are headed off to Smoky Castle now to finish this out.
I'm sorry, I had to add that as an emote for me. That was too good.
That's great.
Come on, Doruppi. Let's finish this one strong. Interesting starting route here. Going down the ramp instead of doing the turnaround. Interesting. Oh, okay.
Out to the corner.
Yeah, out to the corner. The old strat. Ye olden days. Uh-oh.
Oh, we are going to go back here. Nice. I think when I was
I wonder if that was just because of the bonk, or... I don't know.
Maybe.
Get up there.
In which case, that is great.
I don't think it's gonna... I don't think it'll hurt anything. I still got 2 bananas here, and you still got the 2 in the corner. Oh, there's only one. Why is there only one? There we go. Ooh. Whoa!
No way.
What?
No way.
On the... There was an incline. How did that still hit him?
And despite all of that, it's still
a PB. Wow. Yeah, we should be getting player interview soon. I don't know if Doruppi is interested, but we'll see.
I think so far, most of the Japanese runners have been not
Opting out.
partaking. Yep.
That's fine. That's
Yep.
fine.
But welcome, Azalea. GG.
Jeez, bro, I can't believe I can't believe I had nerves on Fire Mountain. I've done that. I've practiced that so many times. That's the reason I messed up was nerves. I thought I could take it, I could cut it close, and I missed it, and I missed the egg. IP was just going a little too fast. But everything else, I think, went pretty okay. I took Plane Challenge very safe, which I kind of did because I already kind of knew that like PB was kind of out of the question, and I didn't want to really hurt myself by like losing a ton of time in Plane Challenge.
Definitely. Yeah, the mini games were particularly unkind to you in this race, unfortunately.
The only one, at least I can say they were self-inflicted.
Right, it wasn't just pure unfortunate circumstances.
I actually think that the last two went. I think that was one. I think like I actually got really good RNG on Darkwater, where the CPUs don't usually. I usually have to go a little longer because the last two CPUs, Diddy and whatever the last CPU is, usually have more health at that point.
Right.
But I guess Diddy ran over a mine on the island, which usually happens later. There's sometimes the last CPU can run over it.
Wow.
And I got a little lucky. And Smokey went fine. Besides my driving was a little off on the second drop down, but went fine. Greenwood, I think I got a sub 110. Maybe it was a 110. I thought that was fine. Most of the races, I thought like I was upset at PL. I thought I had a really good PL, and then I got a 54. But I can't complain about a 54 really. Cutscene skips went fine. That was one of my best dynos. With the first three tracks, JF missing the cutscene skip sucked, but that's I'm either I first time it or I miss it. So
yeah, that's a hard one to buffer.
Yeah, JF is kind of hard to buffer with where the line is, but yeah.
Also, GG Doruppi.
Yeah, GG.
GG to you.
Hi.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a fun race to watch. It looks like Doruppi got a PB as well, so GG to that. It's exciting.
PB.
Yeah, very fun. And I think this is the last race for you in groups, Azalea. Is that correct?
It is, yeah. I put that in my title there. It's my last race. I went lost to Trident, lost to Giz, and then I managed to win this one. So that's good for me.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll have to see with later races because
Giz and I had like a very close race, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, awesome. I think it depends on how the rest of groups plays out, but I think at this point you are pretty locked in for bracket.
Like 10, probably like locked in at like a 10 or 11 seed.
Yeah, that sounds
based on how the rest of it goes.
Pretty accurate, I think.
Yeah. I don't know how the 3 seeds were seeded, so whatever. Yeah, thank you for commenting. I know that Sweener, you had to hop in on comms.
It's all right. It happens.
It's all good. I'll have to watch it back and see what you all had to say for commentary.
To be fair, this is like the one time where we weren't like super focused on the race itself for commentary, but just kind of watching how things played out, it seemed like it was more entertaining than one would expect. So
yeah, I was just happy to go 3 for 3 on exits.
Yes, that was solid.
Yeah, that is a big one. Yeah,
because I was actually nervous about EP because I was in the ceiling for it, so I thought I might mistime it.
Right.
But
Yeah, really, really fun race to watch. I did curse both of you like 10
awesome.
times.
The
So I
fine. The
apologize.
commentator
Man, I'm so-
curse.
Yeah,
I
I
might
have
be.
to work on. I still have to work on some tracks, and and hopefully I can do that.
Mhm.
I find that I have a hard time. I have a hard time doing actual attempts of this category, but I enjoy like I enjoy like practicing all the tracks.
Definitely.
So, and maybe next time I will have. As I had a really good snowball in my race, my second race. So I'm hoping that I can do something like that again, because my snowball here was pretty shaky. But yeah, I think that's like just about all I have to say. I've had a fun time in group stage. I'm looking forward to this. Will free me up for more commentary, so I'll be happy to hop in on some of those as needed.
Cool. Yeah, we still have lots of races left to do. This should be coming up over the next few days. I think tomorrow we have one race scheduled. I think it's 2 p.m. Eastern. So make sure to tune in for that one. It's between Kves and Cryonics. And then I think there should be lots of other matches getting scheduled as the week progresses, as the weekend progresses.
There's one that I'm currently scheduling right now. We are settled on a date. We just need to settle on a time. So
Gotcha.
it should be interesting.
Cool. So yeah, make sure to join the Discord if you're watching and you want to see when those matches are scheduled. All that stuff is in the Discord. Other than that, we will be rating another DKR player by the name of Morks.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Is he playing
Please.
DKR this time?
I believe he's playing some TT Amulet as well.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Love that.
Morks really wants that sub 28, so make sure to wish him good luck.
Get it. He'll get it. He's a good runner.
And of course, thank you everybody for watching. GG's to Azalea.